Looks like we got on right on time, Mikey.
Oh, man. Is it over already?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, but he's not going anywhere.
I think he's blocked in.
Yeah, and in some cases, we've seen with these police chases, the suspects will try to drive into a covered parking structure so that they can then escape inside the store.
I always do that.
And that's always such a challenge for officers, and to lock everything down and try to find the correct person.
So he threatened his family with a gun.
If there's an air unit overhead, they can do that. But the air unit, what they'll do is they'll deploy units.
So basically, he's not going to give up too quick.
So that way they have all four corners covered.
Does he still have a gun on him?
And then once the officers enter, you'd be surprised how many civilians. I've seen it from the air where officers went and put pursuit, lost the suspect, and citizens look up at us and would point in the direction. So the same thing goes on in these stores. If somebody runs by and citizens know they're wanted by the police, it's probably pretty obvious. Then what they'll do is they'll point the direction of the suspect. But it looks like right now he's just trying to think of what he's going to do.
I'm wondering if he's blocked in on all corners or not.
When they went wide on the shot, it looked like he might not be on the one side.
That he is talking to somebody.
Truck looks like it's in good shape.
Family or maybe even a police negotiator.
Now, in this case, they might have been able to identify him because of those reports that they initially got about him threatening the family members and able to use the license plate possibly to maybe make the call to him.
Yeah. I mean, if you met the family, I'm sure they said, "Hey, here's who he is. Here's what the problem is."
Somebody's phone's ringing.
Is he got a Chinese food restaurant there? What's he running?
So the officers have been briefed on all of that. And if you notice, they're all just sitting back now, and there's no need to rush the suspect now.
Look,
not
somebody
that
like
much
that
danger to the public.
Could be possible
there's nobody downwind from
suicide. I mean, if he's armed.
But,
yeah, that's what I mean. Even though he ain't chasing, there's still something happening for sure. I mean, if you're talking about doing that to your own family and then running,
And if he hasn't gave up yet, I mean, if he is cornered, he's thinking about something else. He's monitoring his
situation for police. They don't want to worry about people trying to just see what's going on. And
there's a lot. There's a lot of
cases
outs
where
right there
people
for
are coming
him.
out to the street or trying to high five the suspect, and it just never ends very well. I was going to mention, I mean, in another scenario, and it worries me when you're in kind of the
yes, it is.
Oh, hi, Bo.
For a suspect to even use that and back it up and use it as a weapon.
Oh, I see.
And just how many different ways this could go.
Yeah, it all depends on what he's going through right now. Like I said before,
Mr. Balloon, I am not sure. We got it right when they got into the. There was it was a short chase from what I understand, and then pulled into this parking lot.
I believe he just they cornered him. I think it's one of those things where this guy has ulterior motives. I believe more than just running from the police.
It might even get him more pumped up than what he already.
This chase might not be over.
Actually.
I think it's definitely far from over.
He's calming down. He's listening to what family.
He's not calming down. He's surrounded by a bunch of cops.
Yeah, I just see anybody that's going to approach right now. They're kind of far back, so it's a good thing. It's going to calm.
Well, they've got
down.
some. It looks. See, they've got those blocked off down there. It still looks like he's got a lot of potential outs, though.
I mean, let's face it. Right. It looks like retail stores.
Standoff situation.
He could go into
so who knows
any one of them at any time.
Again,
so I don't feel like it's
right now in Thousand Oaks. This police chase that started a short time ago out of Oxnard with this man wanted for threatening some family members with a gun. So they're assuming he is armed inside of this white silver pickup truck. I do want to pull up, if we have it, just to take a look back at the spike strip that they
they did, Mr. Balloon. You're right.
Stop the suspect. We have some video of that from about I don't know. I guess it was 5 minutes ago. Okay, you see the officer right there. Dave, again, walk us through how this works, and you see him, the suspect, swerve right around it.
Yeah, that. It looks like the spike
not even close.
Get out there, or
a mile.
The officer's already yanking it back, but if you see, he was kind of crouched behind the
he's flattening car tires that aren't his.
Okay, no, he just came out. I thought there was a black and white there. There's not.
So there is a tree kind of blocking. There might be his vehicle right behind that tree.
Yeah. Okay. So I figured he'd have something out there because you don't want to just stand out in the middle.
Yeah, he probably didn't walk from his house
Yeah.
with his spike strips to throw him out there. Jesus
He went on a
Christ.
leisurely stroll.
Look at this car driving by in the parking lot right by the.
You know,
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, they don't care.
Going through, obviously, he's not trying to slam into people like we've seen in so many pursuits. So, but once he flung
I think this is going to end badly.
You've seen how he yanked it back to keep.
And if I do lose you, Creed, I will be at my studio within the next 10 minutes.
One of the other things too is that if you notice how the officers are deployed, there's nobody. I did not see any police vehicles downwind from them.
Downwind
cruiser. If we
this guy's great.
Top of the screen. There's one there.
As the crow flies, downwind.
There's, you know, there's
I got to run outside and take care of something. You okay for a minute, you think? Or
obviously, with all your experience, that they don't want to make or escalate the situation by getting too close right now. They want to stay back, let things calm down, or try to negotiate
Mikey, can you hear
with
me?
the suspect.
Yeah. Right now it's de-escalate. This is all part of that de-escalate.
I'm going to run out for just 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Why charge and why get the armored vehicle up there?
In case you're just joining us,
process and decreases the intensity, the magnitude, the anxiety.
Was a man who threatened his family and gone on the run.
Just anything you can do to calm him down because you don't want anybody to get hurt.
This may end badly.
You don't want him coming out with the gun in his hand. So, like I said, he even.
Please go ahead, place your bets. What's going to happen?
Right. I just saw that. Right. He parked and seems to just be hanging out and did it correctly. So this is all unfolding right at Promenade Way and East.
He doesn't want a ticket for incorrect parking.
We're not, I'm not sure if he actually lived in the Oxnard area or where, since it started near Vineyard Avenue and southbound 101, whether he was already on the road when officers started chasing him or if it actually, if they started following him from the house where this incident initially started. That's still unclear.
From the house.
But we don't believe anyone else is inside the pickup truck with him. That, I guess, could still be a possibility, Dave, but we haven't heard otherwise.
No, and that's a pretty big windshield. I haven't seen any movement over there, and you usually can see something, but you can't rule it out like you had mentioned.
Does he have a gun, though?
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else in that vehicle. But, you're always prepared. You just take any type of precaution. So, and one thing I may be going on is that maybe the officers know that because they are with family members back at the victim's location.
Mm-hmm. That is a massive parking lot.
They have somebody there that's speaking to him. Mm-hmm. So they tell the officers on the ground, hey,
talk them down.
We're trying to negotiate. Let's just stand back, let things de-escalate. And
we'll negotiating. They'll give them $50,000 to give itself up.
Right. And, as more officers are arriving here, they're trying to, I guess, surround the suspect. But are there still officers that will be blocking off, the roads outside of the shopping center in case he does try to run away again? Or is there a different kind
Snipers are in position
scenario that they're going to be planning on here?
Yeah, as you can see that some of the black and whites I think what they're doing right now is they're probably shutting down any vehicles from entering the parking lot. Now, as far as setting up a barricade, I don't believe they will do that.
My favorite cookie.
But it all depends because it just seems to me like right now, even if I was in an air unit, they would just say, hey, why don't you grab some guys, just take it real nice. We want to de-escalate everything. We don't want the pounding of the blades to keep them up at arms, or we don't want I think that's now, as far as setting up a barricade, I don't believe they would do that only because we have so many civilians here.
Barricade
loaded with so many people. If anything, if he drove out and pulled over on the side of the road, that would be so much better than where he's at right now.
Right.
Because as we've seen, people get curious. Citizens get curious, and they want to come out and see what's going on, or just drive down there. Let's drive by and just see what's going on.
Yeah. And everyone's recording everything on their cell phones these days. So,
sure.
and they need to think about the safety and let officers do their job and not have to worry about other people getting in the way of that. So we're going to be taking a quick break in the next 30 seconds here. I want to thank Dave Avila. Dave, thank you. Retired LAPD pilot for the insight. Of course, we will come right back to this if we see any new developments. Dave, stay with us though on the phone just in case. But
Sure.
Yeah, we're just going to hang with this for a few more seconds here and just see hopefully this can come to a peaceful ending, a peaceful resolution with how many officers they have. And it sounds like, maybe they have figured out who this man is, or in terms of, like you said, getting the family members on the phone to talk to him and try to de-escalate this situation where it's come to an end in Thousand Oaks at a shopping center on Promenade Way and east at Thousand Oaks Boulevard. A chase of a suspect wanted for threatening family members with a gun. And this has, as far as we know, there have been no serious injuries, but we have not heard of that yet. But in terms of other pedestrians or civilians or damage to other vehicles, we also have not heard of any serious damage in the police chase that happened not only on the 101 freeway, but on a lot of these surface streets. So we will be taking a quick break, correct? Is that what we still want to do?
Dare you take
a
break?
We'll take a quick break. Dave, stay with us, and then we'll be right back.
Certainly.
Oh, do we get to listen to him breathe through the whole break? That's great. Shut up. All right, well, they took a break in the middle of this. Not a whole lot's happening. He's just sitting in the parking lot, so never know what's going to happen, though. So you got to think, so if he's threatening family members with a gun and he's running, that kind of, sort of, sets you up for something pretty bad, potentially. So you never know. And am I the only one that's kind of surprised that he's not trying to run, get out of that parking lot? I mean, look at chase number 2 last night with the U-Haul truck. And I mean, that dude is doing anything he could to try to get away. And this guy's just sitting in a parking lot. So I don't know. And it certainly didn't look like he got the spike strip on the tires, but I could be wrong. It didn't look like it, though. And I see we lost Mikey. He said he'll be back, though. He's running to the house. They're on break. There is one other feed, but we'll just sit through it. Can't be that long, right? Watch these bears talking about crapping. Those of you who care, later this afternoon, we're going to have if you're into Bigfoot stuff, the Credence and Bishop show, that's who we are. We got an interview tonight where we'll be talking to somebody about Bigfoot. She's coming on. I don't have all the information in front of me. I should probably have that info pulled up, huh? That would help. Most likely. But anyways, we love during October talking about stuff like that. So we'll be doing that at, I think, well, I better not say. I'm going to look. And then those of you who like to make money, we're going to do an unboxing here in the next hour and a half of Amazon stuff that we just bought today. So tonight, well, today, what do we got? Where's it at? I'm scrolling. Mikey just texted, said he'll be back in 5 minutes. Be back in 5 minutes. All right. So tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be talking to Bigfoot researchers of the Hudson Valley, which is up in New York State. Oh, good. We're back. And that's at 8:30 tonight. We're talking Bigfoot.
And the police pursuit went from Oxnard to where it has ended here again in the shopping center, as I mentioned, as it had started actually near Vineyard Avenue. But he went through a field at one point. He jumped back onto surface streets, and also a spike strip was deployed, but he seemed to have missed that and has now come to a stop. And it appears that they are trying to negotiate with him. They are on the phone with him as they had been contacted by those family members. And we have video right on the right of that officer trying to deploy the spike strip, but the suspect in the white silver pickup truck swerved and drove right around it and jumped right back on to another street. On the line with us has been retired LAPD pilot Dave Avila. Dave, here we are. Explain just the situation that these officers are in right now. We know we have the sheriff's department in a supporting role, but Oxnard police still there handling the situation.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, they'll, especially out there, they'll really back each other, just like we do with downtown LA. If it's a sheriff pursuit, and if they request, then we'll join them. But as I say, with out there, Oxnard, I'm surprised the CHP didn't get involved, but once they would have hit the freeway, they would have. And right now, we can see it's just a standoff. It's about the calmest you can get going on a pursuit like this, where there's a weapon involved or family dispute. And I mentioned now before that family disputes are the most important call that an officer can roll on because of the emotions that are involved. So you can imagine what went on in that house. This suspect does have a weapon verified by the victims, the family members. So now we're just going to sit back and just hopefully.
Stacey, we are too. We love talking about stuff like that. 8:30 tonight. Make sure to
maybe the officers
join us
or
on
with
here.
the
It'll be
family
fun.
members that are speaking to them right now, just saying we can solve this. It doesn't have to end this way. We can just
Pulling up the Oxnard police scanner.
And meanwhile, as far as the
So if you
police
hear that,
go,
that's what it is.
there's
Just so
no
you know.
doubt they're surrounding the area, not because of the suspect, because of the citizens, the shopping mall. You know, if you notice, I haven't seen anybody walking out to their cars, so I'm sure they're telling everybody just stay back, do not enter the parking lot. Just trying to work that out. But yeah, there's a good shot there. There's a lot of room for him to leave on. We've got some units that are some units that are actually there. I wouldn't say that's really a true barricade, but the vehicles are deployed all the way around, just to keep more than likely just to keep the citizens out of there. They don't want anybody driving in there.
Correct. So they can focus on the job that they are there to do, to get this man into custody peacefully and to keep everyone else safe and putting everyone into that lockdown mode. Okay, Dave, we're going to take another break and we'll be right back.
These people in their breaks. How dare they? During something so important. I might want to find that other stream, huh? Well, I've got Oxnard police up, but not a lot going on in the scanner. But I'd imagine having that many crews there, they don't really have to be using it all that much either. So back to Bigfoot talk. So that's 8:30 tonight, right here. Across, we're on so Facebook, which is CB Radio Show, and then of course YouTube, which is Credence and Bishop Show on YouTube. We're on Twitch, twitch.tv/CB Radio Show, and Twitter and Periscope is both at CB Radio Show. So we kind of got you covered as far as that goes. So we got that interview tonight at 8:30. Tomorrow, Wednesdays at 8:30, we go live and do the Credence and Bishop Show, which is basically our old radio show. And we do that on Wednesdays.
Copter 3.
And then we got something coming up Thursday also.
Have the units advised if they'd like to make the cops are making any announcements either to the bystanders or to the suspect vehicle. We have that capability. Stand by.
And I'm an idiot and don't even remember what we're doing on Thursday. Oh, I know what it is. So where Bishop is from in Wilmington area, some ghost hunters there we'll be talking to, who legit go out and do a lot of ghostly stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. Perfect timing during October to be talking about that stuff. But here we are with the quote unquote chase, which has landed us into a parking lot in a standoff. The guy apparently was threatening family members with a gun. So we'll see what happens. Mikey is back. Welcome. Oh, and from the studio.
Yeah, I'm in the studio now. I can't believe that this guy, first of all, he came in, he's threatening people. He's a tough guy.
Right.
So this tough guy, he's got a gun, threatening family. So now I'm wondering, how will he end this? Will this end tragically? Because he is, he's under the gun, so to say.
Just looking at the Twitter chatter, people are pretty on edge, about this with us too. This could go pretty bad. This could get scary real fast. Fast. Those beeps that you're hearing, just so you know, we've pulled up a Oxnard police scanner. So a little chatter on there, just so you know. And as you can see, these people apparently take breaks while important stuff is going on. But
are they taking? All right, here we go. Breaking news.
Some action that's about to happen as heavily armed officers are moving closer and closer to this silver pickup truck where a possibly armed man, the driver, is still inside. They had chased the suspect from Oxnard. That's where this police chase started, right at Vineyard Avenue, and then moved down the 101 freeway and then back onto surface streets. But the driver here is suspected of threatening family members with a gun. So that's why they believe he is armed. And they have surrounded him in this shopping center in Thousand Oaks. This is actually the promenade at Westlake, a very popular area, but they have now blocked.
Yeah, the dude admitted that, he's not completely barricaded in.
No doubt,
he could easily get away.
Those stores as much as they possibly can so that they can focus on getting this suspect into custody peacefully. We have heard reports that they are trying to negotiate with him and, of course, de-escalate the situation, whether that be family members who've been on the phone with him or the Oxnard Police Department, as the sheriff's has also been acting in a supportive role.
See a lot of familiar names over there, Credence.
Give them some extra backup here. But
this has been always love that.
Just like this, what you're looking at, this standstill,
I like that Michael Wilson went with the same joke he went with yesterday. Ain't no stopping us now.
Yes, I like that. It's worthy. It's worthy of a repeat.
Field. Before jumping back onto some surface streets initially during the chase, we have not seen, since we've been watching, any damage to other drivers or vehicles. He had come to stop at some of the intersections, waiting for the lights, and then just continued on, even avoiding a spike strip at one point that an officer tried to throw out there, but he swerved around it. So that didn't work. But this is where it has ended. We have retired
stores are in this area.
LAPD pilot Dave Avila, who's been on the phone with us. Dave,
you mean is it an upper crust neighborhood? Is that what you mean?
I mean, this is a very beautiful parking lot. I mean, California using green paint to paint their parking lots. I mean,
the whole
in the South, it's strictly the white or yellow.
What the suspect has done, it's going ahead and pull off to the side, which is a good thing. But in the same hand, we have to worry about the civilians that are around in some of these.
Is this guy on life support? It sounded like that was his machinery beeping, keeping him alive.
All those shops that are up in there,
tired and barely living.
So what the officers may do, if they feel that it's going to be extended, they start pulling some of those people out. I'm sure there's a back door, maybe just having them exit the building and stuff, because as calm as this has gotten here in the last 10, 15 minutes, you still have to worry about the citizens in the area. Obviously we've seen that they blocked off all the entrances to the mall, so that way they have nobody coming out or driving in. And when we scanned,
Stephen, I certainly hope not.
You really didn't see any citizens.
Did he threaten you before he went over there?
Crystal, that we were going to do Hurricane Delta, and it was so boring. First of all, like all the live streams or all the live cams and stuff are all down from the one from 40 days ago. So there was none of that. And then all of the storm chasers were all in Cancun and caught it there. So there really wasn't a lot going on to really report on as far as other than local news, which a bunch of old men standing in front of a radar screen.
By the way, what is in the back of his truck? Is that a hand cart? I mean,
I don't know.
That looks like a hand cart.
Well, maybe he was working earlier.
Pressure
washer, maybe.
You're the bad guy.
Potentially.
So we don't want that with this individual. We just want him to know, hey, you take care of the family business right there. Eventually you'll step out. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here.
Did you notice, by the way, he pulled up so that he's going to have to go over that curb
At
traffic
some
thing?
point, something has to be done. Don't get me wrong. But
Don't
for
get
right
me
now,
wrong.
He's secured there. They may be evacuating those buildings that are off to the left
By
side
the way,
of the suspect vehicle. And
this
keep those clear.
It's
Once
still
that's
drawing a
done,
good crowd.
then
You know, I'm
we can sit here
happy
and
about
talk to
that.
him and let him
And if
calm
you're
down.
enjoying what we're doing, make sure you
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's been any
follow,
movement. I
like,
think
and
I see his
subscribe
arm
wherever you're
up.
enjoying
Yeah,
this from.
his arm's moving around inside, whether he's on the phone or not anymore. But yeah, you do now see some movement inside of the driver's side window. And that's a good point you had, Dave. Yeah, they got to go through and let people out the back
Is there
doors,
somebody in
get
the back
customers out
window
of the
right
way
there? What is
before
that
they
in the
maybe
window? Is
inch
that a
Yeah, that
that much
does-
closer.
Yeah, you're
in
right.
case
That
this does
does
result in any
look
shots
to be
being fired,
something in
which
the
again,
back,
we
but it doesn't look to be
pray
moving,
that does
though.
not happen. And they also want to protect the suspect.
He looks like he's on the
wants to
phone.
disarm
He's got his arm
himself.
up.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
awful
You know, that
would
may
it be
what's
if they
going on
zoom
right
in
now,
and he's pleasuring
because he's
himself?
been in there a long
I mean,
That's what you're hoping for, aren't you?
a way to go out on top.
By the way, I'm almost certain this is going to be 3 in a row now with no white wife
We've had a
beater.
long time
Yeah.
to think this out. So, yeah,
They're
we
proving
can
you
do that
wrong.
Also, just saying, hey, we can work this out. You
Is
know, any
Jan
problem
right?
Can be solved. We just have to give it time. We have to get through this.
Jan, I mean, it almost, I
Officers are gonna
mean,
stand
looking,
back. Of course, we have to
it almost
stay
looks
there.
like that, but
We
nobody's
can't
made
leave.
mention of that yet.
But we have to just put this thing through.
I think there's a lot of unknowns right now
What he's doing,
because
like I said
information is
before,
just
the
now
suspect's,
filtering out. You got to
actions
remember this is a
dictate
very
on what
short
the
chase.
officers will have to
It
do, how
was
they'll have to
developed
respond.
very quickly. So
Yeah,
we
half
don't
dozen or
have
so
all the
officers
information yet.
directly behind him. You have more officers at the entrances to the promenade here at Westlake.
Wow, they call it a promenade,
Out of the
Mikey.
way, make
Can't
sure
see.
We don't have
suspect is
promenades
also
here in the South, I can tell you that much.
not going to do anything to himself or to others before they move in. This is a possibly
All right, so now that I think that it's possibly he's armed and with a child, it's a possibility. So now I'm certainly not going to sit here and hope that he goes on a
initially
chase
began
now.
as a police chase.
That's
that
like,
area.
that's not
So,
cool.
Dave, we're going to
No,
take
that is
another
not
quick
good.
break and then
Oh,
hang
yay.
tight and we'll see what happens
well,
next.
while
and
they're
hopefully
taking the
this
break,
comes
Reed,
to a
I've got
peaceful
some
end.
really
Okay.
good information right here that may help us. Right there at the promenade at Westlake.
Hey, Teresa, we're going to do an unboxing here in the next hour, by the way.
Oh yeah. The stores would be Barnes and Nobles. There's
Mhm.
a Champagne French bakery cafe.
Ooh, fancy.
There's a Chico's.
What is it, Chico's? I wonder. Oh, Chico's is like shoes or clothing.
It's
I
a
guess.
women's clothing store, Creed.
Well, that's why I wouldn't know it.
Let's see here. There's a Club Disney
Well,
amusement center.
well.
Club Disney.
Steven, what are you talking about? We got a Walmart attached to our mall here in Rock Hill. A Club Disney.
Yeah.
And thank you, all the new people that just jumped on. These people keep taking a damn break. So here we are talking about, by the way, Bigfoot. Talked about it the last two. I'm going to say it again, 8:30 tonight. We'll be talking Bigfoot. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. We're not going to...
We're bringing in professionals.
we're not going to figure it out. Oh, I've got a hat, by the way, for
Let's start by saying that we are bringing in the research team from the Hudson Valley Bigfoot research team. I mean, these people are experts. We're not sitting around here dilling ourselves. We're here, pulling it all out for you. This is
This
gonna
hat
be,
This hat doesn't fit me good. I got to redo it, but gone squatching.
gone squanching.
Mm-hmm. It's ready for tonight.
I mean, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe wherever you're at. Give us a like, a love, a hug, a tip, a tap, whatever.
Tom 3, Station 3.
We like a tit for tat. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
You're just making up stuff now.
Look, I'm not making up things. These are all legitimate
Station
phrases,
3.
go-tos that I've heard over the years in every possible scenario like this. They go tit for tat.
Bye. Welcome back.
Yeah. Yes,
listen.
yes and no.
We were on it 6 minutes, by the way, had it live 6 minutes after it the call went out.
Station 3.
And it was a short chase and ended up in the parking lot. So We're waiting to see what happened. One other real quick thing. Wednesday night is when we do the Credence and Bishop show, our old radio show. We have fun. We do the mailbag where we answer your questions. We have CNB News at 9. Got some good stories from this past week. And that's all Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
This is
Time.
a wide view. They're live from Sky 9, but they're going to zoom in.
There's a
on
steak
the
and shake
suspect inside
there.
of the
Can you
silver
see it?
pickup truck.
I
An
cannot.
armed
Are they
man
still
there
giving out
whom
free
police had
fries?
chased from Oxnard after reports that
Not
he had threatened
sure.
his family with a gun has come to a stop here on the promenade at Westlake.
Oh, and one last real quick thing. Thursday night, is that at 8:30 also? We're going to be talking ghosts.
That's Friday night, Creed.
Oh, that's Friday night. Friday night. Got it.
Friday.
I was wrong.
Port
Well, I didn't
City
see it.
Paranormal.
Unfortunately, it's not on the CB Radio Show page on our Facebook page.
Amber, we're
so.
going to check
Not
in
yet.
with you. Hi, Amber.
Oh, now we're doing
Hi
weather.
there, Jasmine. All right,
Yeah.
so we're
Well-
Son of a bitch.
Should we try and find the other stream? I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, look,
Hmm.
I never said we were great, Dog Dave. Afternoon 3. I just said we're
Ooh.
adequate.
Adequate.
Hey,
At
you're
best.
here, so that gives me hope that one day.
Why aren't you over
he-
on? Why take the time to even come over here to say that? That's my thing. Oh, by the way, we started in May doing this. By the way,
Yeah, May.
I'm sure Smoke and Scan has 2 decades worth of radio experience behind him as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
I love his streams, by the way, which I watched a lot during some of the rioting and stuff.
Oh, we're gonna get those lottery numbers or what? No, they are.
I
Damn it!
certainly hope so.
Unbelievable. I wonder if they know something we don't know, and they have an idea that this standoff is going to be longer than expected, and
Yeah,
that
could be.
possibly he is armed or possibly has someone in the car with him.
Well, she had just started talking about going in, a good shot in, and then they just kind of bumped over to here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to find, I think that's a good idea, Stephen. I'm going to jump over and try to see if I got that. Let's see.
Steven,
Let me, I'm going to dump this down for just a second, and
dumping it down.
let's see if I can try and find that stream. Give me just a second.
Credence is world renowned for stream searching. I don't know if you guys have ever encountered someone like Creed, a stream go-getter, as they like to say. Everyone that's joining us, we're covering a man who has threatened his family, went on a very short chase, and now is cornered, so to say, in a parking lot at a mall. Not very cornered, though. And they don't know if he has a gun. They don't know if he has anyone in the car with him. So there's a lot of uncertainty right at this moment. What will happen with this standoff? I mean, that's what we've gotten into now. This has gone from a car chase to a standoff that could only end bad for this guy if he's not careful. Fox 11, by the way, Creed, is another one that I'm being told.
All right, if KTLA is no good, we'll jump over to that.
Thank you, Helen. Helen. They call me Helen. By the way, if you're just first time with us, which I see a lot of familiar names, so I might be just talking to myself on this one. Make sure you subscribe. We do a lot of stuff like this. We also do a podcast on Wednesdays. We also do interviews. We do specialty shows. Tonight we're talking about Bigfoot. We'll be right back. So everybody has cut away, basically.
Yeah, which I kind of understand because, I mean, there's not a lot going on.
Or something bad's about to happen and they don't want it to be live on TV.
That's a good point, too. And I would imagine if they were to confirm that there is a child in that vehicle, I would imagine that things would be a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's suspicious.
Is it just me, or do we both hope that Dog Dave Afternoon 3 is gone now?
No. I hope he's still here.
I bet you
I
he
hope they
is.
just stop by to
Just to say that.
It's almost like having an old girlfriend come by and
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
and
just
tell
to
you
stop
you're a
by.
lazy,
Right.
You're a lazy lover, by the way.
You're a lazy lover.
Take care. Right
Listen,
in
why
the
don't
middle
you go
of
get
making.
Why don't you go get a job like Knox? He don't even have time to send a text message. He's so busy. You might need that in your life. Kylie, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be our time.
No idea what that is in Australian hours.
Good point.
It's basically 4.5 hours from right now. So whatever.
Is he
time that
moving
is.
again, John? Oh, I hope that at some point KTLA goes back to it, or we're gonna have to find that Fox. Let me find it. Let's see if Fox is up here.
I'm looking at their station
We are
right now.
not professionals, by the way.
They are
so-
not on from what I can see, but there's an ad running right a second. Give me a moment. Professionals. Did you say we're not professionals?
No, I was just saying, listen, Smoking Scan's been doing his thing for a very long time. We're not impeding.
He is
by
on the
any
move.
means.
Fox 11, Creed. We need to be on
Fox 11. We need to get
Yeah.
over there.
Either that or
hold on a
this,
second.
because we're on an ad break right here.
We're on KTLA. I mean, they should be coming back to it, but I'll look.
I mean, here we go, folks. He's now in traffic. He's sitting there right now. He's not moving. And now they cut away. Oh, no, they didn't. That's just my phone. Look at this. I mean, does Smoke and Screen have this? I mean, look at this. I mean, who doesn't have this? No one. No one. He's on the move, Creed. He's going through the intersection
I
now.
see that. I get it.
He's going around. This
getting it.
man has you know what? He had time to think. He had time to think about getting out of the car. He had time to think about the Illuminati. And now he's on the move. Unbelievable. And they cut
20
away.
seconds. 20 seconds. We'll
They
have
cut-
it for you.
They just cut away.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I love sticking to KTLA or KCAL or any of that. Those seem
All
to.
right, they're back.
You
He's
just
going
hold
down.
it there for 8 more seconds.
This man, dangerous.
2, 1, and we got it.
Show me the money.
Oh my God! We'll be right back.
What
is
are
happening?
you watching on, Creed?
The vehicle is moving. It's northbound the 101.
Can you see if?
That's how it is on mine as well right now.
Yeah, they must be. You know what it is? Is they're on the new news. That's why they're busting out so many ads right now. Here, we're coming back. There
All right,
we
we're
are.
back.
Got it. And hitting 100.
89, 90,
There we go.
91,
Beautiful.
94.
Boy, I guess
My
guess
highest
that
grade
was-
I ever made in high school. 94.
I guess that was worth the wait, huh?
I mean,
103, by the way.
he has decided. He said F it. I mean, he had all the chance in the world to give himself up.
Wow.
But now I'm guessing he's armed. I'm guessing he doesn't care. He's at the end of his rope, and he's going to take us with him.
And by the way, no commentary on the Fox. That's why I should have just stuck with the other. God damn it. Oh, well. And I hate this one that has all the lines across it the entire
yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
It's
garbage.
really annoying. Oh, look at you. Oh, I love it, Rosario. Yes. Going to grab
his
himself
way-
a U-Haul.
to get a U-Haul. I mean, it says he's only going 80, but man, it looks like he is hauling ass. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's moving.
he is passing everyone. He's going to hit 100. He's going to have a wreck, Creed. All right, taking bets. How's this going to end?
All
Is
right.
he going to
Yeah.
wipe out? Are they
All
going
right,
to stop him?
So we did this last night with the other. So everybody, we've got the chat is open on the side. So make sure to say hi. Let us know where you're watching from.
Respond code 3.
And let us know. Do you think he's going to bail?
12 Charles is en route from 1081.
Is he going to bail? Is he going to wreck? What do you think?
This one. Lizzie.
Lizzie, move on. Go to another one. And by the way, there's no commentary on the actual stream. So do you not know how to Google yourself?
I'm going to tell you a secret. You can mute us and still
Yeah.
watch it.
Why don't you do that?
Secrets.
Yeah, left the mall, got out. I knew that they weren't pinned down enough. They just didn't have him blocked off enough.
I mean,
Nobody
it's
cuts Stu, Crystal. How dare they?
unbelievable. Stu. Now, I think
Hi,
this goes-
Roberto.
Roberto. I believe this goes back to how they were telling us that they had him pinned in. He was surrounded, but then every time they backed out, they showed
He was not surrounded. He was not, trapped.
By the
I'm
way,
glad-
hello to over 300 people. We'll always love that.
Oh yeah, wherever you're at, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of thing, you got a better sense of humor than Lizzie. This is the place for you. We welcome you. Come on in. Have a seat.
Hi, Ashley from Wisconsin. I can't say a word because Mikey doesn't breathe.
And that's why they pay me the big bucks.
Right? Yeah, Joshua, did you see what he pulled out? What he pulled out of the promenade? Not a mall.
That was
promenade. It was a promenade.
At Westlake Promenade.
Keith, I like where you're going with that one, but I think if he was going to do that, he would have done it in the parking lot.
Yeah, he had every opportunity to do that. But maybe he wanted to make a statement.
Kylie, no pit maneuver. This is California. They barely ever do that. They do that where Chelsea's from in Texas. They love their pit maneuvers there.
They would have shot that guy in the truck in the parking lot in Texas.
Good point.
It'd have been over already.
Crystal from Michigan, this guy is gonna wreck. I think that you might be right because he is hauling
He is hitting a lot of high speeds. He is really. Oh, we're heading to an exit. That's an exit.
So, is he going to go to another promenade and just sit for a little bit?
It was a last-minute decision. I mean, you got to think now. If he stops again, they have to take him because now he is a known threat. He is known as a runner. He is not to be trusted again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm coming to your house.
Karen, you're so right. This is 3 within 24 hours.
Make sure you subscribe and follow and like because we do this all the time.
Edgar, we're in the Carolinas, so hopefully somebody in chat, we're hitting almost 350 people now. Somebody should know exactly in that area. Also, a lot of people said it was pretty close to them. So
he was near the, if you know where the promenade at Westlake is, that's where he was just moments ago. Really good shot right there. I love this angle we've got.
Yeah, straight down.
Can we zoom in and see what he's got in the back of that car? I really think it's a hand car.
Rondon, Texas, welcome. Karen, no, I don't think that he is. We saw a little shot into the window.
I'm very disappointed. 3 chases in a row. No wife beater. I mean, he needs gas, yes. Yeah. Her gas prices are better across town.
I like that one.
Oh, coming to a light. Oh, look at that red car in front of him. If he would just tap it as he goes by.
Just a little love tap?
Just a little love tap.
Get over there.
Hit him. Hit him.
Just a tap. Sorry.
A cop car hits him. That'd be hilarious.
We saw some good, that would have been funny. We did see some cars get hit yesterday, but I still remember when the U-Haul was backing up in the gas station and wanted them to
the U-Haul one. Last night, midnight. If you didn't see that, it's on our YouTube channel. Go check it out.
April, did you miss the U-Haul that came up after the van yesterday? It just kept getting better and better. Hi, CC over in Ocala, Florida. Yeah, that's a scary part, man. When you're talking about running these side streets, there's a lot of people out. It's 12 something. Or is it 1? I don't know.
It's 1:07 California time.
Although it's hot in California today. I saw that it was like 93. Hot, I tell you.
Hot in the city. Hot in the city tonight.
I love how he's just sitting at the red light, though. Or just sitting.
This guy's a well-known habitual sitter. I mean, he has shown us before he is not afraid to sit. Maybe he's just waiting for his light to change. He don't want to go right on red. Is right on red allowed in California? Is that a
Probably
law
not.
in California? I know a lot of places don't have right on red. And they're going to try and box him in. There you go, buddy.
He's
Come
ready
on.
to go. He knows what's up.
Don't let them F with you like that. You don't let them get the cheap win. Make
And
them earn it.
for everybody that's joining us, just so you know, they started, I think, in Oxnard, and he apparently was with a gun, and they think that he still may be armed, but he was. How did they put it with family members?
He threatened to kill family members with a gun.
Boys, that ain't good. Rhonda, thank you. We try, honey.
Gun.
We appreciate everybody joining us.
What good? Everything, baby. Everything.
What good? What good is a third
What
car
ain't good?
chase in 24 hours? We love it.
Thank you to everyone who's joining us. Please jump in the chat. All 355, 57 of you, jump on in the chat. Let us know what you think is going to happen here. A lot of good friends over here, making a real big family meeting over here of good folks, real good people.
I'm trying to catch up with everybody's comments, but they are flying
Son
through,
of
so I
a-
appreciate that. Yeah, he was stopped at that red light like a
90.
good boy.
He
Wow.
hit 90.
And that does not look-
111.
I think that some of that has
This
to
is
do
gonna be
with.
bad.
I think that some of that has to do with how fast the chopper's going. Do you
Look,
think
Creed.
he really just hit 100 on that street?
It's possible. It was a long straightaway. It really is. There was no one in front of him.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, it's definitely a possibility when you have something like this going on.
Wendy, I agree. It's kind of crazy.
Total disregard.
It seems like he knows where he's going, though, doesn't it?
He's got a game plan.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, I hope he doesn't die, but I have a feeling he wants to. And if he wants to, albeit his prerogative, he just needs to stay out of other people's way. We don't want anyone getting hurt. Innocent.
Looks like he's heading back to Oxnard. She says.
What a great name, Oxnard.
Oxnard.
It's like the nuts of an ox.
We are at the
An old Spanish word.
We're UTL. 10 13, 42 flight's been UTL.
He's actually an Uber driver and he's late to work.
Sam
Oh, look at that house. My goodness.
Yeah, that's a nice. That's why they have a promenade in that area.
Ooh, look at those
Yeah,
houses.
somebody's got some money.
If any of you live in homes like this, I've got a show I would like to tell you.
That's
Full-
me, April. That would be me driving home for that.
Oh, having
Bishop.
poop.
Bishop, by the way, could care less where he goes. He's one of them.
And sometimes you run into that experience where you're out somewhere and you have to poop and you don't like pooping out in public and you just have to bite the bullet or have an accident. I mean, he's really left these cops. Have you seen anyone within
Yeah, I'm wondering if they've backed off
closing distance?
like normal. You know,
I mean-
look at all those nice pools.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 103.
42 boy.
I mean, he hits one of these curves doing about 100. We can go ahead and mark him off the books because he's going to go through this fence.
It looks like
Ooh.
he's on some.
He's losing control. He's losing control, Creed.
Yeah, I see this. This could, man. You imagine if he busts through that guardrail and goes barreling down.
Well, he was going so fast. He was going through a curve, and he hit like a dip in the road. And he lost control. It just swung around a little bit.
Ooh,
Oh,
imagine
this
hitting
guy!
that truck. Yeah, he better be careful.
This guy's got plans. Oh, get up to the other side of the mountain. Now, see, that's the helicopter speed right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Closing in on almost 400. We appreciate you joining us. We
There he
are the
goes.
Credence at Bishop show. Myself, Credence, Mikey is on here. No, this feed that we're watching doesn't have any audio. We got the Oxnard police scanner playing in the background. We appreciate you joining us. Say if you haven't, and if you're just joining us, jump into chat. Tell us where you're watching from, and we're taking predictions as far as what we think is going to happen. Is he going to wreck? Is he going to bail? Is he just going to give up?
Copter 3 is 1019 for fuel. Copter 6 will be your contact. Is over above
Uh-oh.
the pursuit.
He's going off road a little bit.
Westbound, down
It's
the
cutting it
grade,
pretty good.
towards South State, Channel Island.
Thursday copy. Copter 6 has contact.
Now-
Westbound down the grade.
What is this word here?
What? Guildmate?
What is a guildmate? Are you in another country?
We're old people too, and we're dumb.
North Carolina.
Check it in. I'll be BRB. I don't want to miss a thing. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
You're picking the worst time to leave too. This is we've watched him already lose control a little bit.
Cover me, your 10-6 with the struts.
I think you're right. He is going to wreck soon. He is really disregarding his own personal safety. He is unless maybe he knows somewhere he's going. Are there any caves nearby? Maybe he's looking for a cave. Unbelievable. Watching from Florida. Hey, he just passed a truck just like that a while ago. That must be a pretty common vehicle. If you're just joining us, this man threatened family members with a gun. He was cornered, so to say, in a parking lot. And that didn't work out too well. They said they had him cornered. He was not going to be getting away. He has escaped. He has gone at speeds over 100 miles an hour. They don't know if he has a weapon. They don't know if he's okay. He's going off road a little bit. Where is he going? He's gonna. What is he doing? Make a move. This guy is so unpredictable. He seems to have an idea where he's going, though. A group of friends that game together, aka Warcraft. Thank you. I needed that information, Clayton. If that's your real name. All right. He is really slowed down to almost a creep, a crawl. Connecticut in the house. Is this like a football field or something over here? Why is this beautiful grass on one side and the other side is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? If this is true, watch out. Team. Well, he was, yeah. Am I the only one that sees like a rope or something out the back of his vehicle?
Definitely dangling off the back. 400 and almost 450. Thank you so much, everybody, for
and if you're
joining us.
If you're there, if you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow. If you're over there on Periscope.
And most importantly, we've gone blue.
That's why have they gone blue?
Why is it blue?
Unbelievably blue.
Oh my God. This
is definitely not what we wanted. It's a college on one side, and there we go. It's coming in and out. Everybody hang in there. It's not us. It's the chopper.
It's not us. It's you.
Yeah. It's a college on one side.
Should I find another stream?
Start looking.
All right, let me look.
So we're switching streams right now because we don't want to watch this blue screen. Someone was saying a while ago, Creed, that we could watch it on something else. They were trying to move people away from ours to get to another one, and I don't like that.
Sad.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? We're moving to another camera. They lost contact with that chopper. We are getting it on for you right now. Do not go anywhere. This man is. This is going to be. I can say almost with certainty. This is going to end badly for this guy because he is disregard. I mean, he has gone at speeds over 100 miles an hour. He's almost lost it a couple of times. There were,
Andy's on terrible roads too. That
you
shouldn't be going that damn fast.
Go Raiders!
It's pulling up. It's pulling up. We'll hopefully get it here. There we are.
Excellent.
Some of those other roadways, they had been stationed there, Dave, to make sure he didn't head that direction. But it was very strange that
get this dummy off the air.
Just all of a sudden went behind that mountain. I mean, I'm sure they know where he is, but our chopper is trying to track the suspect, the truck's driver down.
One.
At this point. We have some video. Let's pull that up. Let's show the spike strip attempt again. They have not attempted to throw down another spike strip. He's going way too fast on those very remote roads. So here's that video of the officer out there.
I'm pulling up KTLA.
Trying to deploy the spike strip.
KTLA, we're
The
hitting
suspect
KTLA.
in the silver truck was able to swerve around it and
It's
get away.
basically because
and
he's
then
gone
just a
into
few
the
minutes
mountains.
ago, as he left that shopping center. We want to go back to the when he finally went into the shopping center, that's where he had stopped for about 30 minutes. But then he left. All of a sudden, he just turned the truck back on and drove right past.
How surprisingly
officers. Okay, so we found him.
a crazy person just decided to take off
Officers
and go
obviously
again.
never lost sight of him, but it always makes me nervous.
Here we
because,
are, back
you know,
again.
You hope that they didn't lose sight
All
of
right,
this
so we're
guy. But
out
they
of the
have
mountains.
they have the air. You have your own chopper overhead that won't lose sight of this guy, but you said it gets complicated when you fall into someone else's airspace.
Look,
Yeah, exactly. So they may or may not let you in, but usually the police, only because
Let me
they can
in.
stay down lower. I'm sure.
yes,
TV,
make sure you
night
subscribe, give us a
helicopter
like,
has to stay
a
up
love.
Probably about 1,500 feet.
We were just
500,
on
somewhere
Fox
around there.
11 and they lost it, went to blue.
So they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be let in that airspace if they are where I think they are.
San
But it looks like
Diego.
we're away from it now. But and I do believe that's the Ventura Huey, their helicopter.
Jimmy Wood,
there,
if we lose that one, we'll jump over there. Appreciate
It
it.
is. Okay. Yeah. And they've been assisting.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like this guy's actually slowed down some. I mean, he's
Right. Maybe had a
50
few
miles per
scares
hour.
on that
Are they
curving-
still in hot
curving
pursuit?
road
Are they
where he
right
hit some
behind
of the
him?
dirt and kind of fishtailed
Yeah, they
a
are.
few times.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
thought-
So
Just
back
showed a
in
little-
front of these ag fields with all the
Ag
workers.
fields.
All right. So
Cars
did they
parked
have
right
these
along the
people
side.
pull off, or are the people just
Makes it
parking
pretty
there?
dangerous
They're
if
working in
people are
the
crossing
ag
and
field.
going from field to field. This is Laguna Road that he's on and Wood Road in Camarillo.
Camarillo.
Welcome to beautiful Camarillo,
Yeah,
where
so
the ag
not
fields
so
as
much
far as
residential
you
now,
eye
but
can
you are
see.
worried about some of the workers out here and these intersections with the big ag trucks too.
Ag trucks. Oh, he's coming to a stop. That's nice of him.
Chilling.
Dave Avila has been on the phone with
He's
us,
gone again.
retired LAPD pilot, offering insight into how these types
Jeanette,
of
I
cases
know, isn't
play
that
out, and
crazy?
especially
I
this
mean, we were
one.
looking,
Every
to see
case
it.
is so
It looked like he
strange and
had some
frightening,
outs, and
these
sure as hell he
officers,
did.
risking their lives every time, and he's pulling off on the shoulder. Let's
Oh, is
see
this
what
it?
he does. Coming
What's
to another
happening?
stop. Okay,
He's,
he is
there's a lot of activity inside
on
that
it looks,
truck.
he's holding his phone. He had a piece of paper or something in a ball
He's-
cap. I don't know
Three
if it's a
night-
phone or a
three
weapon.
in a row, Creed,
All right,
ball
cops
cap.
have now pulled up right in front of him. He's
I guess
just
he's
sitting in
done,
the
huh?
car, and
He said no, he's not getting out. He shook
we
his
want
head
to pull
no.
back right away if any shots
He's-
are fired, of course.
No, don't do
He
that.
has his hands on
Nah,
his
keep it
chest.
tight.
They're gonna
It's
tell him
fine.
to
We're
get
all
out,
adults.
Hands up, lay on the ground. They have the canine unit standing by.
tightly.
Dave,
Oh, he's
walk
not
us
going
through
to get
this.
out. He
Notice-
what they're going to do now. If you
Notice
notice
at
they
the
have
moment he has a
officers
chance to get
situated
out,
where if
too.
there's any shots
Oh, yeah,
fired,
he's
no
not- he-
officer will
he's
be
ready
hit,
to die. I'm
oh,
just saying.
he's
There he
And
goes.
there you go.
Sorry, they
Oh.
got him. They're
All
gonna
right,
walk
back up.
back
You can
in.
make it out.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, no. And now he
Oh.
just gets out and walks.
Start throwing hands. Start throwing hands.
they tackled
Boom,
him.
baby.
So
Woo!
obviously he didn't point a weapon at them, Dave, but they don't know
Goldberg,
that.
who's
He just
next?
says,
No, they don't.
Wow.
Oh man,
Spear
how
the
intense
spear.
is that?
Yeah,
That is a hand
you're going
card.
to take
I
this
was
guy
right.
down. I mean, if you don't know
That's
if
what's
he's got
important.
A small weapon in his waistband. He's thinking,
One
"You
small
don't
win
have
for
guns."
Mikey.
So, and this is such a remote
What a-
area.
what a
Yeah,
win.
Like I said before,
Another
there's
win would be for you to
exigent
subscribe to our
circumstances
channel
that
over on
make themselves
YouTube,
where they'll go ahead and use a
Facebook,
black and white to
Periscope.
lock the suspect in.
Brian,
And
you
it's
ain't
one of
kidding.
those times.
Twitch, especially.
Wow. And then they'll check. the
I
rest of
know
his
that most
car
of you are on our
and confirm
CB
that no
Radio
one
Show
else is in
Facebook.
there.
Make sure to like and follow
Yeah. Got him on
and
the
click the
ground.
bell
Yeah.
notification so we can hang out again during more live
Yeah,
chases.
Coming to an end at Laguna Road and Wood Road in Camarillo. After a
Camarillo.
pretty tense few seconds there, as soon as that guy got out and just kind of looked, he almost was showing that he wasn't going to surrender easily.
No, he
And
wasn't.
Taking a few steps toward those officers before they finally tackled him.
It took long enough.
Wow. Okay, Dave. Well,
You can tell he's absolutely disturbed in the head when you just get out and just walk towards that many guns like that, you know?
In custody And we're hoping that
No,
all
what a
this
chase,
family-
though.
no
I
citizens
mean,
were
he
injured,
hit
and we're hoping all of his
over
family members
100
are
miles
safe
per hour.
as well.
Yeah,
Anything
some
else
spots
involved in this pursuit, we had everything. So
Right, and ending on a remote stretch of
from the
highway
top
on a
rope.
remote
That's
stretch
right.
as well. So
From the
that was
top
a
rope.
good place to pull him
Yeah.
over and lock him in. Yeah,
Right.
there was no sense of letting him continue. No
no,
sense.
they blocked him in
Good job
very,
on
very
their part.
quick. Yeah.
Kudos for them.
Wow.
Great job, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim, that would have been
Didn't
great,
have
huh?
to use a canine either, although we saw that they had obviously the canine unit.
I'm
out
glad
there.
the dude didn't jump out with a
Casey
like
did.
with a gun in his
Okay,
hand. Anyways.
Dave, thanks again. I can't thank you enough.
Dave,
It's
you
so
did
great to
great,
have
Dave.
It's a pleasure.
Your
Dave,
expert advice, and some
you
good
are a
advice for
true
drivers if we ever find ourselves.
You are a
in the
true
middle of
hero,
police chase
Dave.
And we need to get out safely.
Dave, do you
Just
like
don't move
Bigfoot?
from your lane. I
Because
really
we
like
do.
that
And tonight we're going to be talking
advice.
about
It
Bigfoot
happens.
right here, wherever you're watching
So
us.
we have a few
That's
pieces
right.
here.
video like
8:30.
4 hours from
Okay,
now,
let's show
we'll
that
be
takedown one
on
more time,
live
because that
all
was
across all the platforms that we're on. And again, that's YouTube,
Big boy doing
Facebook,
it
Twitter,
the best,
Periscope, and
David
Twitch.
saving his life,
And
Oh,
remember-
here comes the takedown. Get ready.
Yeah, here we go.
Here it comes again.
One more time, in case you missed it. Boom!
He did. He rolled. That was a complete roll.
He rolled, and he rolled the guy on
Man.
top of him, which was not the smartest thing to do.
Oh, that was so good.
Good job, officers.
Very good job.
Yes.
That
Thank
ag
goodness the ag fields were safe with the ag trucks.
Good work by everyone. Dave,
And everybody at the
we'll,
promenade
we'll
today
hopefully
who
we
was
don't
at
have to chat
Chico's
you.
buying new
Chat with
clothing
you.
and or getting some French fries from Steak and Shake.
Yes. Who doesn't love a good steak and shake? I knew this guy was going to run. I mean, as long as he sat in that parking lot, you knew he was going to make a move, and he did. And what a big turnaround here.
Yeah.
Something that could have been over quickly turned into something fantastic. Look at
That
those
is it.
waves. Look at those waves. Yeah, that is it, folks.
There
Make sure
on
you
your side.
do us a favor, leave a comment, a like, a subscribe, a hello, what's up, a follow, a hollow, a Juana.
Well, I hate saying
Man.
goodbye with
I do.
200
200
people on, but
These people, if you like Bigfoot and you like to talk, maybe you think people who like Bigfoot are crazy. Maybe you think Bigfoot is a legendary beast.
let's do this real quick because there's 247 people on that we can see anyways.
Yeah.
Real quick, is Bigfoot real or is Bigfoot fake?
Yeah.
And not real. Is it what do you guys believe? Just a
Tell
real
us
quick poll.
right now in the chat.
Yeah, just tell us in the chat. What do you guys think?
Real or fake?
There's still over 200 people in here. Let us know what you think.
Bigfoot, real or
Real
fake?
or fake?
Real
What about ghosts?
or fake?
We'll talk
Bigfoot.
ghosts. too.
Ghosts? Ghosts are real. I mean, come on. Bigfoot, real. Yes, absolutely.
No, I think so too. Kylie thinks he's real.
Do they have Bigfoot in Australia?
No, but they've. I mean, maybe, but they've
I mean,
got
they
those
have to have
giant
something.
They have giant everything in Australia. April says real fake.
Real.
Sue, we actually missed it too because we were switching streams, and it was just such a long standoff. But he got out. He probably gunned it for one certain spot and just went for it.
Ghosts are real. Aliens too. Wow. Kylie, you're going to be excited about the stuff we have coming up. We're
Yeah, we got a couple good ones.
going to be talking ghosts on Friday.
And a little bit later on today, I got to go and get ready. We just bought a pallet of gaming monitors and a new Amazon Premium's coffin box. So we'll be unboxing that, see if we make any money. And by the way, Mikey, I am super worried.
Oh,
Not only about these monitors, but also the coffin box is from a new program, and the ones that I saw do not look awesome. So we'll see.
no. What about
We'll
these
see.
Justin Bieber Crocs? I mean,
Well, those are
awesome.
just beautiful.
If anybody's looking for a gift from me for Christmas,
Justin Bieber Crocs.
absolutely, Drew.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that subscribed and liked and followed and all that. We really appreciate it. We love doing this. We love jumping on whenever there's a chance to hang out and watch.
And we're going live in 4 hours. 4
Yeah.
hours.
So join us then. But for now, I guess that's it. And we're just going to awkwardly wave and